Hey guys, welcome back to another Ascension reading. These readings are for those who are Ascension minded. In particular, I've set the intention to bring through channeled information for those of you who have service to others. In other words, you hold contracts that you may identify as relating to starseed work, light working, earth angel stuff, all of that stuff. So service to others, right? So I just put out another reading not too much earlier. Make sure that you take a look at that. It's a brief message that is coming through about spiritual significance, which is one of the major pitfalls within the starseed community. And just to summarize that super quickly in one sentence, remember not to confuse your function / your role / your rank, whatever you'd like to say, to your title. Don't confuse that with your existential value. You, just like everybody else, hold no more value or no less value than anyone else or any other aspect of creation from a higher perspective, right? We are all one, we are the same, so that's all there is to it. If you can't see that, then it means you're not viewing it from a high enough perspective, and that's understandable because look at where we are, way down here in this third dimension, which is so physical. It's so dense that it's literally physical to touch. But when you are down here at this physical dimension, you do have identity and you do have roles, you do have functions, and that's where these functions of service to others, what are you doing, right? Those do come into play, and those do have value in and of themselves. But for your job and your positioning, your role reminds you not to use your function and your role down here to consider yourself as better than other people or other beings or other aspects of creation, whatever you'd like to refer to that as, all right? Because then you would be no better than the people who already do that down here. And that's why you have to have a higher standard as you operate, all right? That being said, let's move right into the next message. Today's message, literally I said as you operate, so it feels like this message is coming through for those of you who work in etheric surgery or do anything. I'm seeing the back as a major point of contention for a lot of you. So some of you are struggling to sorry, we are talking to shamans as well. They do that kind of stuff. If you work on the energy anatomy, if you do anything, whether you're doing somatic work, all of that stuff, yes, your massage, all of you, is because you may be, it doesn't matter what you're doing in the physical, you're doing etheric surgery, a lot of you, in the non-physical, which is basically surgical procedures that operate on the energetic anatomy. Now, going back to the message for those of you, they're saying that one of the things that is coming up for you guys as a collective, a sub-collective, they're so cute, is that you are struggling with the role that you play as being, quote unquote, the backbone of, for some of you, you're in a certain facility, maybe you work somewhere and you're the backbone of that place, right? And yes, some of you may be like, oh yeah, I work in this office but I'm an accountant and I'm feeling like I'm carrying the load of it. Yeah, this message could still be for you as well. If it resonates, go ahead and take it. But some of you are struggling with this concept of being the backbone, and the way that it's manifesting for you guys, it may be different. For some of you, you may feel like, oh, I'm carrying too much, right? Or some of you, I'm doing so much, I'm carrying this place, I'm the backbone, but nobody's recognizing me. That could be for some of you. Some of you may also be struggling there as well. Maybe you're trying to do work. Maybe you do work on people, and when you get into certain areas of them, maybe their spine, their backbone, whatever it is, it's almost like you can't break through there. So look at the spine all crooked right there, right? So some of you may actually also be experiencing this within yourself, right? Because as within, so without. So maybe some of you are struggling. Maybe you're trying to clear your energy field. Maybe you're operating, maybe you're getting operations, whatever this is, but whatever the issue is located in the backbone or the spinal column. And also some of you may actually be struggling to embrace the reality that you are of value to the backbone and to a certain community or a certain place, and you can be the backbone of that. So you see how we're approaching this. It's from a localization. It's a local area that we're looking at, which is this concept of the backbone. And this backbone is a structure, so it may manifest for some of you within your own physical body. It may manifest for some of you in your 3D workplace or family life. It may manifest for some of you in the clients that you're working with, where you're trying to do certain things in certain ways. So what we're going to do is we're going to wash that out in a sense. So what I'm seeing here, we're going to do a little bit of a surgery here, right? For you guys, as we go into the spinal column. What I'm seeing here is that there needs to be a reprogramming. So what we're going to do, thanks angels, guides, our technicians, is that they're going to do work, just using this picture here, we're going to work inside of the spine itself. Of course, we're talking about energy anatomy here. So we're going to work within there, and there seems to be here as a collective, this sub-collective body that we're, of you guys, they're nanites, okay? So this is a call for some of you to really do your best to vacuum out. This is an easy procedure, by the way. We're just vacuuming it out. Whew. Some of these nanites are no longer even functioning. They're dead. Some of you have amazing immune systems in your energetic anatomy. And I remember I had done a clearing, no names, on somebody last month, and from inside of her organs, I can't remember, kidney, liver, one of those, or gut or something, we were extracting what looked like obsidian, but actually what it was hardened, crystallized, energetic, of course, hardened, crystallized old black magic. I know that sounds like, what are you talking about? And don't worry about it, but just think about it as dense, dark energy that had malicious intent towards her, right? Placed there etherically by other things. And don't worry too much about this. This is not a fear channel. We're just talking about energy work, and this is what I'm just giving you the story and example of. But the thing about it is, all I was doing there was removing it, the density, the things from her energetic field. But her immune system energetically, her expertise, her abilities, right? When those energies came into her energetic field, they were placed there. Her white blood cells, if you want to think about that or whatever, her immune system just went whoosh, and it couldn't hurt her at all, couldn't affect her at all. But it was just, so that's why it was all collecting there, but it was like little bombs that needed to go off, and they never even had a chance to go off, so to speak. And I was just there to help clear that out and explain that to her, so that she was moving through the space, energetic, physical space, from a conscious mind perspective, with a little bit more of an informed way, so that she could be a little bit more on alert. But I wanted to bring that story up to let you know that I'm seeing this here with some of the nanites for you guys, whoever you are in this sub-collective that this message is for, regardless of how it manifests in your physical body or physical reality, whether it's for your clients or you or whatever. As a sub-collective, we're clearing the backbone here, and we're pulling out what looks like nanites, and these are old deposits and things like that. Some of them are still wriggling around, and that's okay, because we've encapsulated them and we're moving them out. And the reason why it's good to move these things out is because energetically, they're just like, especially the ones that are, well, not especially, maybe the ones that are active as well, but the ones that are just there and they're deactivated because they never had a chance against your immune system or because whatever, they are taking up a little bit of space there. Imagine having a sediment suit, so to speak, right? And so when things come in, like frequencies and light and things like that are coming in for your health and well-being, it could get blocked, right? So they function as blockages, and sometimes maybe they may create a little bit of a short circuiting, because it's like bouncing off of each other. So we want to clear all of that out. And so we've done that. Some of you may feel things in your feet, especially the right foot, as these energies, some of them are cycling down through the foot, and we want to let it just go. So let it go. Let it all out of your body. For somebody here, it's coming out through your belly button. And if that is you, if you're feeling something coming out through the belly button region, you can come see me. God bless. Yay. Or you can just ask your guides to tie something. That's a little bit of an energetic leak. It shouldn't be coming out there. Anyway, I'll go ahead and see if I can tie. I don't know. I'm trying to see who that's for. But anyway, we're going to tie that up a little bit. They might do it for you right now. So because we want these things to be routing out the way they should be going. If something's not routing out the way it should be going, then that tells us there's a leak somewhere in there. And so I just wanted to let you know, if that's you with the cute little belly button and you're feeling it like, hey, what's that? Don't worry, it's just us. And so we just did a little tying thing. Of course, you can still come see me if you like. You don't have to. You can chat with your angels, guides. They can send you to whoever this is for. Oh, but whoever that was for, you gotta, there's a certain person you keep hanging on to on your, I'm saying on your left side, I'm saying on the left side, could be a family member or like a family friend. This person, every time you interact with them, energetically speaking, it brings your energy down, your energies commingle, and that thing just opens right back up again. So remember, we can get the work done for us, but we have to change the mindset, because it's the mindset, the unhealed mind, guides. Yeah, you guys are all guides. That's all. You guys are guides. It's the service to others, right? But I meant to say guys, but guides. It's your unhealed minds, your unhealed perspective, which really is basically the belief in separation, and that belief in separation leads to feelings of abandonment, all of that. This is existential stuff we're talking about. On some level, whether you believe it or not, you believe that you have been cast out or that you're separate from God, and so that basically leads to all of these effects that pertain to low self-worth, feelings of inadequacy, you don't deserve, self-punishment, abandonment, all these things, right? We see this. We can just walk into any therapist's office down here and see how it plays out just from the parental role. What do you think's going on from the higher levels? If we're way down here in this 3D and, you know, from way far from where we all should be, or not should be, that's a value statement that is neither here nor there, but where we came from, which in the reality is we're still there. But even just see how we're talking here, we're having such a different experience that we have the perception of it being hierarchically somewhere else, or distance-wise somewhere else, or time-wise. I used to be there, but I'm not anymore, right? These are all hallmarks of a split mind on some level. So this is what we're healing. Some people have more of that belief to the point that they're actually self-punishing, and some people will have less of it where it doesn't manifest to that point, but we're all down here to a certain degree, and that's just a quick example to show you how that it operates. And that's why when you anything that you undergo, when these things that people are undergoing, these nightmares, all of that, it all harkens back to that original core misbelief that we're separated. Okay. And if you don't believe me about that either, the fact that you're down here having a separation between starseeds and light workers and indigos and humans and Terrans and and this and dimension, that's all a hallmark of it too. And that's just where we are. So where we are, we come together, we connect to the light, we fix our energetic field so more of the light can come in so we can get clearer, right? And as we do that, we elevate our consciousness, and we, if you're here for, you know, bodhisattva type stuff, right? You know, if you're out here trying to assist others and help, then you elevate others with you. But the point is, you're moving from the idea of the complete separation in your mindset, because it didn't happen. There's no separation, right? Complete separation in the mindset, and you're going higher and higher by chipping away at that belief with the stuff that you do. You're building back your idea of self-worth, right? Now, some of you may be out here saying, oh, well, I know I'm worthy and I'm this and that. I'm wearing my crown. I'm blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I'm out here helping the babies and I'm blah, blah. That's not this kind of channel to entertain those thoughts, right? Because all of that is drama, and it goes back. It just reveals the idea that you still have an idea of a split and separation, and on top of that, your idea of split and separation is located along an axis of superior and inferior. So that's your axis, and that's why you will interpret the world as being some people being better and some people worse, whatever that operates in, whether it's a spiritual operation or a realm, in a financial realm, in a class realm, in a race realm, in a gender, whatever, right? This is all of that being projected fractally out. So anyway, this is the real learning of, I would say, those who have service to others. As I'll always say, it's about fixing your mindset so that you can project, because you're always projecting, we all are, so that you can be a light bearer and you can project more of what is real than what is typically being projected. So I just want to say that spinal cord area, and that spinal area is cleared out a little bit more. Now I know I'm talking about it in terms of the spine, right? But if we wanted to locate it in the energy field, in the physical field, which we don't have to, but a closer match to that would be, what is it? What is the spinal fluid? And it's the same fluid that we have, encephal fluid? Anyway, whatever. That fluid there is where we extracted that. So in there I was saying nanites. For a few of you, there were etheric tech blocks as well. Some of you may call it implants, whatever you want to call it. But in this case, the implant was placed there by you, right? At a higher level of your field for a second there, they're saying. Some of you, okay, some of you, if that was you, where it's like, as you were listening to this, you placed something there to block whatever energy was coming in, look at that. Because that's a fear response to an energetic clearing for you, okay? So a lot of you also in this community have to work on your fear responses. And that's important, because we're trying to navigate from fear and to show people that there is nothing to fear. And so when we have these fear responses, we want to identify it, look at the core wound, and work through it, okay? God bless you guys. You know where to find me. Bye.